this Black Friday big deal. I am not the first lucky host to present this. It's been presented a couple of times before. The way I positioned it at the beginning of our show is, of all the tech gifts that are out there, computers and tablets. Computers and tablets, computers and tablets. Those are the hot gets of 2020 for very obvious reasons. Work from home, school from home. Webcam connect with other people. These are more important this year than ever before. So the world is scrambling to get iPads. I'll have a computer next hour. This, however, very important that you know, is the latest generation iPad that exists. I say that because we've got a phenomenal value and might lead you to believe that this is an older model. It is not. But here is the one challenge. It has been so popular already that most of our options are in advanced order. Ugh, man, that stinks if you have to wait until December, right? You don't. These will ship, in most cases, some ship immediately, I'll break it down for you, on November 30th. So you still get it in plenty of time for holiday gifting. You have several choices to make. And of course, we will discuss, Justin and I, all of the new and more advanced features in this iPad that make it better than ever. Here are the choices that you're going to make. And the first one has nothing to do with what you see on the table. It's all about what's inside. You will let us know how much memory you need. And you see on your screen, you have the options from 32 to 128 gigs. Apple does not have expandable memory in their tablets, so it's very important that you lock in the memory that you want. Obviously, we all recommend the higher 128, but 32 can absolutely work for a lot of you, and Justin will help us decide. After you decide that, and that's what narrows down your price to $489 or $589, then you get to have fun. What color in the iPad would you like? We have it in space gray. Think of that as like deep gunmetal. We call this gold, which frankly can be a little misleading if you're not looking directly at it because it really is a rose gold, but you're ordering gold. And then we have it in silver. Awesome. You know your memory, you know your iPad. Now, how about the freebies? Here are the accessories that we are giving you, and I'm actually going to show you mine real quick because that case that you see is actually a protective cover that comes with a Bluetooth keyboard. It converts it into a laptop. So then you let us know which color of the accessories you would like. We're going to have it in silver. You get a headphone, you get the protective cover, the keyboard, and a little carry case that's neoprene, so it's protective too. Then we have gold. Next to that, rose gold. So the case is that sparkly rose gold. Then you have like a rose headphone and the soft pink neoprene case. You can go black if you're gifting and you're not sure what to give them. You want to kind of keep it sleek and simple. And then we also have it in blue tie-dye that comes with the navy tote. And on the end, this is what we call the pink marble or rose marble, and that's going to have the rose marble case, the mauve headphones, and the white neoprene. Oh, by the way, it ships for free. Oh, by the way, it's on 5 easy monthly payments. And oh, by the way, I mean, apart from the fact that we actually have it, which is a huge advantage this year, we have it at a better value. You see the price for the iPad, and then these are the top most requested accessories that people usually go back to retail to buy. If purchased separately, $664 or $764. Our Black Friday big deal, which by the way does not last forever, hence the name Black Friday, it brings that down to 5 easy payments. Now, big bonus opportunity here, which we don't do even on our higher price items all the time, but we're doing it here. If you shop with your Q card, that's that QVC credit card, tens of thousands of you have it. A lot of you make your purchases with it. It's always great because we give you easy pay with the Q card. Now you can spread this out over a year's time. So if you break that down per month, it makes it far more manageable and far more accessible to access everything in the world, including the millions of apps that you can get to via the iPad that so many people are looking for and can't find this year. Justin Sachoka is one of our tech experts who brings us the latest and greatest from Apple in this iPad. So Justin, it's so good to see you.
Jen.
Happy holidays. Do you have your holiday spirit? Nobody's allowed on camera and they've got it going on.
I was about to go run over, and then all of a sudden they threw me on. So I will hunt something down.
You got the tree in the background. You got the tree in the background. That counts. That you have gained entry, and also I need your help. So that, two birds, one stone. All right. So Justin, at this point, I would feel foolish to even try to explain to people what an iPad is, right? It's the tablet. Everybody's, got to have a great tablet. But I think the real key here is to talk about this one in particular, this being the latest generation from Apple. And so if you're looking for that tablet, really this is the get for this year.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I mean, when it comes to the tablet community, a lot of us use the word iPad to describe any tablet that's out there. But this is the iPad. This is the tablet that every other tablet maker out there has tried to recreate. And the reason why is because it's seamless. It's so easy to use. The definition on this screen is what you are going to notice right out of the gate. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. And unlike any other tablet before, this has that Retina display. It's got such high resolution to it, which means so many beads of light or pixels throughout this screen that everything pops off of it. And it's so easy now to go on to things like QVC, right? You can download the application. You can shop for toilet papers or tutus. I'm stealing that as well now.
I love it.
And everything is right here and accessible. But Jen, what's important about this iPad is because it has the A12 Bionic chip, you see how quickly I am able to navigate through and how easily I'm able to just really power through all of these different apps. And immediately the tablet is responding to me. That's because of the engine to this. That's because of that A12 Bionic chip, that it's being so interactive. Now, this, of course, is about being able to have fun. I mean, to go on here and you can look up a whole bunch of different apps that are available. You can go over to the arcade and you can download a whole bunch of different games, and these are subscription-based. You could look for ones that you can just download on its own. That's something that's great about this. But how about the productivity? How about being able to bring this at home and use that camera that's built inside of this so that now you can actually go ahead and you can have those Teams meetings or that Zoom meeting. You can actually work right from here. And because we give you that Bluetooth keyboard case, you can actually type out right here on that Bluetooth keyboard, which is going to give you the full functionality of that screen. And when it's time to go, this is not only protected on the front and the back, but it's really easy to carry around and unfold and open up anywhere, whether it's the kitchen, in your bedroom, if it's in the dining room, your home office. You're going to be able to utilize this everywhere in your house or anywhere else that it is that you go.
Oh, I'm trying to think of how many people at home must be so thankful and oh my gosh, finally it's here. I was hoping QVC would have this, because at the tail end now of this year, a very strange one, right? We have realized what we need more than ever before. And as I'm looking at your demonstration, I'm thinking, how many people are going to get this home in time for Christmas, for example, use the FaceTime and the camera that's on there, prop it in the protective case, and then FaceTime in with their family members as they're opening up gifts on Christmas morning. These are the little things that most people don't necessarily think of when they pick up the iPad, because it's a web browser, it's an e-reader, I can compose documents on it. Yes, you can do all that, but you can do so much more. Now, we usually spend an entire hour on this. We have nowhere near that this time. It's basically a quick little breakdown of what we have. And just to remind you, we have the two memory options, the 32 gig and the 128. All of the 128 gig choices will ship on November 30th. That's a week from tomorrow. A lot of times our advanced orders can be even a month out or more, and that's real tricky during the holidays, so it's not very long to wait, but full disclosure. Now, in our 32 gig, some of them are available to ship immediately. So, Jonathan, do you want to break down which ones we have that we can go ahead? Okay. Gold with the gold case, 4 dozen, ship immediately. Gold with the silver case, 3 dozen to ship immediately. Silver with the gold case, 2 dozen. Okay. And then the 128 gig, if you want space gray with rose gold accessories, 3 dozen. And again, is that to ship? Okay, that's shipping on the 30th. So this is already dipping into our advanced order. Any other updates, or are we good? Okay. Space gray with the rose marble, that's the one on the end, 2 dozen. Okay. And that's it to ship immediately in the space gray 128 gig. Now, I could get mired in all of the updates, and the bottom line is, it really doesn't matter, because the immediacy and the urgency of the value itself is the big story. And having it here on 5 easy monthly payments. It is no secret that a lot of people buy their larger tech purchases because of Easy Pay and because of the Q card, to spread it out over time. And in addition to all of those accessories, the wired headphones, if you have students who are watching classes online, the carry case, the keyboard case, and in addition, an entire suite of software that's going to do everything from help you to listen to music, to learn a new language, to keep your photos organized, all in there, saving you, in some cases, hundreds of dollars. It's E234463. And again, Justin, I wanted to kind of hold mine up. I took it out of its case just to kind of, for sense of scale. Justin, this screen is big.
It is. And Jen, this is the Apple iPad mini. This one can fit in the palm of my hands. It was 7.9 inches. Many of you may have this. I mean, that fits inside of that tablet, right? So it has really grown up quite a bit. And the reason why you want to upgrade something like this, because you'll know if you have an older version of it, they last a really long time. Longevity is key.
Yeah.
But upgrading to this means you're upgrading to an 8-megapixel camera. So where that becomes important is when you want to take pictures, you want to have memories. You're going to operate on iOS 14. Now, as far as the memory goes, we have and want so much memory because we have memories that we want to capture, memories that we want to go back to in photos, in videos, and apps. 32 gigabytes is going to be perfect for the person who is like me, that goes on YouTube and Netflix and Spotify, Pandora. You stream things. If you are somebody who wants to download and keep all that stuff on here and you want to fill it up and not worry about having to clean it out, then you're going to be going towards the 128 gigabytes. I was just talking to my grandparents. They're actually upgrading to this, and they were trying to decide between 32 and 128. They took a look at the storage that they have on their older iPads, and they have the 5th generation. Well, they had 30 gigabytes used up already, which means getting something at home, all that 30 gigabytes is going to transfer because it will all transfer over really seamlessly, but they're going to want to use this for a long time. They're going to need more space. So that's really important that you decide that up front, which one is best for you. Use your phone or use your iPad you currently have as a gauge to see how much storage that you have, and then go. Jen, throughout the middle of that, I went and I got my Fest.
Okay, thank goodness.
If you wanted to, take pictures of this, you want to take a ton of them, you're going to want a lot of memory. That's what's really important with this. The other aspect of this too, Jen, is this is Wi-Fi only. So I know a lot of people have asked questions as to cellular, Wi-Fi. Right. This is only Wi-Fi, which means only when you're in Wi-Fi will this work. There's Wi-Fi pretty much everywhere that we go. So that is a really nice benefit to this. But there's so much that you can do with it. It takes getting it home, trying it out, and seeing why it's best for you. Great that you can customize this to what you like and what you love. And that's why people love this tablet.
Yeah, actually, at this point, Justin, the iPads are becoming so fast, so large in their memory capabilities, so feature-rich, that you are blurring the line between tablet and computer, especially when we give you the wireless keyboard, the case, the headphones. Now, in essence, it's a miniature computer. And that's why this value is so incredible. And like I said before, because this is a different year, stay tuned when I tell you the story on how hard it was to get the computer that I'm going to be presenting in our next hour. The situation was similar here. And we know budgets are tight, but we know that the demand is high and the need is high. This really used to be kind of an indulgence, a luxury, and now more than ever, it's a necessity, especially if you have a student or you're working from home. And 5,000 orders have already been placed on this iPad that isn't just available, that's awesome. It's available at a Black Friday big deal price. We ship it to you for free. No, we do not ask any questions if you change your mind and want to return it before January 31st. There is no restocking fee. Use the daylights out of this until January 30th. And if you don't love it, send it back. Use that Easy Pay for Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex, PayPal, debit cards. Free shipping and handling. And if you shop with your Q card, take that amount on either the 32 or the 128 and spread it out over a year's time. That actually brings it down in some cases to, I think, like $35 and change per month. And my closing thought on this personal story is that while I have a tablet as well, the bigger story for me is my MacBook that I had to, finally, I didn't have to, I just retired it after 10 years because I wanted to buy a new one. That laptop lasted me 10 years. And my iPad, of course, is still going strong after, I think, 5 or 6. So while it's an investment at first, you're going to have it for a really long time. Let us know if you want the 32 gig or the 128. I recommend the 128, so does Justin. Here are the 3 colors in the tablet itself: the silver, the gold, which is more of a rose gold, and the space gray, which borders on a black. Then you'll choose your colors of accessories. We have it in the silver. You get the headphones, the carry case, the keyboard, and the tote. Here's the gold. Rose gold, black, blue tie-dye, and the rose marble. The bummer is this is probably not going to be here Black Friday weekend, and it's a Black Friday big deal, so don't wait until then for that offer. It's now. E234463 on the latest model of iPad. Justin, thank you so much. Bonus points,
Jen,
by the way, not just for the hat, but because it said QVC on it, so bonus points for that.
Thank you very much.
A little extra something in your stacking this year. All right. So I think we're going to check in with Kirsten. This girl, she can't stop. She's back on the rock solid. And Kirsten, I insist, do this again.
That's
my
one
favorite.
of my favorite